Hello, my friends. Today I wanted to share with you how I myself study the Bible, and I think it will be tremendously helpful to you. The study is how to study the Holy Bible effectively. The first thing I like to start with before I do my study is to pray to the Father in heaven and ask for His help in understanding what it is I'm about to read and keeping everything in its context. Also to open my spiritual eyes, my spiritual ears, that I may understand what it is He's trying to convey to me without any bias and anything getting in the way. I clean out my house, in other words, and then I listen. And I pay attention. So let us begin. As I said, prayer first, and then put on your thinking cap and use critical thinking. First, critical thinking is your armor. Critique the work and/or person or persons for integrity. Check it out. Have an open mind when approaching a subject. Leave preconceived notions at the door. Approach a subject as if you know nothing at all about it and are attempting to learn it for the very first time. What we thought we believed to be true in the beginning may be proven to be in error at lesson's end. Never believe at first sight or hearing. Ask questions. Test, prove everything and everyone. The rule here is, does what's presented stand up to accurate Bible scrutiny? Either you prove them or it in error, or allow it to prove themselves or itself correct. This helps one to possibly avoid being deceived. Resolve to reserve what you ultimately choose to believe by obtaining all proof needed for an accurate conclusion, not opinion, hearsay, nor ingrained doctrines. Remember, opinions are free, but proof takes work. The former is foolish recklessness, while the latter is sound wisdom. Exhaust all possible answers you can find to your questions. Sometimes, answers can come to you by asking a very good, thought-out question. When reading what is being discussed in any contextual biblical passages, please keep in mind this question. Is it God speaking an instruction, or is it a man's personal preference in his biased instruction apart from God? It does matter. Just because it is in the Bible may not mean the subject is intended for our time in history. The Holy Bible has analogies or fictitious examples, parable stories, and example types that are not literal. One must remember that Holy Bible scriptures were written during ancient periods in history. We must take into consideration that the writer was limited in describing certain dreams, visions, and other events used in the limited associations of his or her language that they understood for their time. Study the Holy Bible with a Strong's Concordance reference book for accurately translating certain keywords back to the inspired writings and original ancient text languages written in Hebrew, Greek, Aramaic, and Chaldean. This is an invaluable tool for any serious Bible scholar that wishes to understand the more accurate and deeper meanings within the Scriptures. The Blue Bible online website offers also a valuable study tool that includes online concordances, dictionaries, various versions of Bible searches, etc. You can find them at www.thebluebible.com. Study method. Genre of study. Subject, fiction or nonfiction. Is it literal or an analogy? Citations. Citations should be investigated for accuracy. Shared information can spread like a virus, both true as well as false. The what. What is the subject and or person or persons being presented in the context of the author's intent? Where? Where is the event location for the person or persons or subject being discussed? Who? Who is being spoken of, subject or audience addressed? Is there more than one subject, persons or person speaking, or is it a group being addressed? When? When are the dates and times pertaining to the subject being discussed? Is it said in the past, present, or future? Does it apply to us today? If so, prove how. Why? Why does the subject or person or persons matter? What is the author trying to tell us? How? How is it presented from beginning, middle, end to conclusion? Never lose sight of the subject. Keep it in context. Conclusions. Use a 5-subject ruled composition book dedicated for Bible studies to record personal observations and conclusions from what is learned along with notes for future study. Lastly, this is how we learn and retain to our memory. We see it, hear it, read it, write it, then teach it or speak it. This is all I have for you today on learning how to study the Bible effectively. I hope it has helped you, and God bless you, and we will talk in another study. Bye-bye.